Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We're going to listen Oscar Piastri. Just don't forget to like the video, comment it, and subscribe to the channel.
I'm here with Oscar Piastri, McLaren driver, who's back from Australia, braving the cold temperatures. But it's a special day. You can hear the noise of a Formula One engine in the background. It is the first day for the 2025 McLaren to run. Oscar, have you driven it yet?
I have not. I'll be in a bit later today, but I have driven it in the sim, so it's feeling pretty good in there. Obviously you never quite know if it's going to translate to the real world, which is a little bit of what today is about. But obviously, it's a filming day, so making sure we keep marketing and comms happy and make sure the car runs. Yeah. So it's been good so far, and I'm looking forward to my turn later.
Yeah, well, people want to hear from you. I mean, it's great to talk to you. It's always interesting in sports. If you've had success as a team, do you stick with what you've got? It ain't broke, don't fix it, or change it? Has it been pushed on this car? That's what people want to know from last year.
We're obviously going into the same regs this year, but it's we've not stood still. There's some things that are different, some new innovations on this car, and I think that's what you need to do to try and stay at the top. We've seen in the past that when it's not been us winning, other teams have been constantly putting new things on their car and not standing still as well. So I think also, through last season, we of course came out on top in the Constructors' Championship, but we, it was so tight through the whole season. So you really can't afford to stand still because there's a lot of teams waiting to try and overtake us.
Yeah, listen, you're only in your third year in F1, and yet your rise and improvement year on year has been on a really upward trajectory. I was just thinking, and your manager is Mark Webber. No Daniel Ricciardo in F1 this year. Are you maybe the best placed Australian to win the Drivers' Championship since Mark back in 2010? Have you got to come into the year with that as your mindset?
Hopefully yes. I think it's obviously the sport's moved on a lot in the last 15 years, but I think I'm definitely going into this year with the aim and preparation for trying to challenge for a championship. And trying to challenge for both championships. So, I think with the success we had last year, it would be silly to try and prepare for anything less, of course. We know we're going to have a lot of tough competition this year. But we proved last year that we're a team to be reckoned with. And, the preparation is definitely with that championship in mind. So, we'll see how we roll out at the start of the season, but definitely everything is preparing to put up a good fight for that.
Okay. Listen, you and Lando, there were moments where there were some team orders, which all made sense. You've done your best and have succeeded in keeping things respectful on track. I guess that's the way to call it. If the title is at stake, can it remain respectful? The title at stake between the two of you, I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it will definitely stay respectful. I think, part of our success, I think, has been that we've worked together so well as a team. I think for myself and Lando, we've always, from the first 2 years working together, we've always been trying to get ourselves to first and second, and then kind of fight amongst ourselves. And we're not too far away from being able to do that now. But I think we've proven time and time again that we're incredibly respectful, have a lot of respect for each other. We're going to race each other hard, of course, but we're going to make sure that we both finish first and second if that's where we are. So, no, all good.
Okay, one last one then. Just size up the year for us. I mentioned 2010. It could be one of those years where there's a spread of drivers, which was Mark's case coming into the last Grand Prix. You might not just beat Verstappen and that's the championship. There'll be Lewis Hamilton better at Ferrari, Charles Leclerc, maybe Mercedes. How do you see it?
I think it's going to be a very tight year. Last year was incredibly tight. I think it was the closest season we've had in, probably going back to that 2010 season. And I think, I'm expecting probably more of the same this year. I think, Ferrari had a very strong run at the end of last season. Mercedes, in the correct conditions, were also very strong. And Max with Red Bull also had their strong races towards the end of the season. So I think it's going to be a tough year, a very, very tight year, and I think definitely an exciting one to watch as a fan.
Yeah, definitely it will be exciting to watch it as a fan. It will be very tight, it will be very competitive between Ferrari, Red Bull, And let's say McLaren, if you think if we see the end of the season on 2020 and on 2024, it's like for us, for the fans, it's better to have competitive races like we had at the last 5-6 races on the end of the 2024, like not to watch dominating Max Verstappen all the time. Let's hope to have races like Oscar Piastri is saying to us. I'm also hoping on that way, but Ferrari duo is like this year. They have a epic duo. It will be very interesting to watch them, and definitely can wait the first race of the season to watch who is faster, who is slower, who improved, who didn't improve, or something like that. Definitely, I can't wait just to watch the first race and to have more opinions, more data, more analysis for the next season. Please don't forget to like the video, comment it, and subscribe to the channel.